Kia ora, hoki anō, hoki mai anō koutou, ki tēnei hōtaka rimutaka mā whitu, tēnei pō. Haria mai o taringa, haria mai o karu, me o taringa, me o waha nui pēr. Ka hare tonu ngā mahi o te kapa piriona. Okay? Ko ripika tēnei, e whakapāho ana mai I a Tamaki Makaurau ki Aotearoa, New Zealand. So, welcome to you all. And it's Friday night here in Auckland. A little cool, but at least it's not raining like it has been all week. So, I hope you enjoy what you get out of tonight's kōrero. And let's see what we got on the cookie jar. Okay. So, kata mea nui, the most important thing is we need to encourage fast duplication. That's the three key words at the moment. Encourage fast duplication. And you can do that through various means. Rapid rewards, cookie rewards, and grains of gold through the holiday promotion. Okay, those are the main plans happening at the moment in TBC. So, if you're new to TBC, you need to start looking at, well, if you've paid your fee and registered, that's fine, you're in. But now you need to move on and use all the tools that you can find in the blog and the Kringle Cash back office. Now, they're important for you to read and utilize them. That is what they're there for. You need to answer questions. You can't answer questions if you don't have answers. Okay? So, the answers are all there. However, which way you look at them, the answers are all there. You have the mission statement. And you then have the public notice as well. Now, those are two very strong tools of the trade. And we should be pushing those for what they're really worth, okay? Some people fail to go back and revise them. And they need to be revised because there is always a new stream of new members coming into TBC era every day. Okay? So, also, to any newbies out there, familiarize yourself with the Kringle Cash back office. Get in there, learn all about the back office, where you go for various things. It's important to know those things because some people, they've been in this a year and still don't know the difference. Especially between the sites they go to. Some of them are still talking like TBC back office, which we no longer have as a separate program like we had before. It is now all accumulated and under the one umbrella in the Kringle Cash back office. So it's important that you familiarise yourself with everything in the back office. Look at where your tools are. Look at the tools you need to use. and in what order, so that when you go and broadcast or teach other people or bring other people on board, you know what you're talking about. You don't need a book to tell you. You can just feel that off. No problem. Okay? Because you have that vision in your mind that, okay, I know this criminal cash back office inside out. I can sit here and go, okay, go to the top of the dashboard, go down 6 spaces, and you come across this tab. That's how you need to get yourself in that position where you can just, you know, rattle it all off without having to go, oh, hang on, I've got to go and look it up. No. You start from, from scratch and learn. There's much learning to do. And every day we get new, we get new blogs coming through, new posts, and we've got to take that on board as well. So it pays to keep up to date with everything that's going on in TBC. Okay? Now, my cover for tonight is the same cover as I had last night, but I didn't go right to the end. Well, I did in one page in the blog, but I need to go back to the original blog that came out with cash centers. Okay, so here we go. This is more detail. This one, okay. Last night's broadcast, you just gotta skim across the top of what's there. So tonight we're going to take a real good look at it and what it means. I mean, there's credibility in there for each and every person. If they read beyond the cash center and what it can do for you and your people and your business, it's huge. Okay, so we went through this last night and I got a few questions answered about this. So let's just go through it briefly. The buyer comes to the cash center, okay, with the cash. The cash center goes to the seller because the seller should be making the transaction first for the buyer. Okay. So once you've received the cash and you exchange it for Bitcoin or Litecoin or whatever crypto coins, you then send it to the seller who does the transaction. Okay, you're just exchanging the dollars into crypto. And the seller does the rest. The seller then goes to admin and advises admin about the transaction happening. Okay? Now, there are two reasons why you have a seller. Well, there is one important reason, and that's there is no poaching. Okay? So you can't deal direct with the buyer. You should be dealing with the seller of that buyer. Now, that's the way it should be done. And I'm not going to confuse you at this stage because you will ask questions when you start operating your cash center. Now, I say to everybody, get in for a cash center if you can. There's no reason why you can't because it's so easy to do. If you don't know anything about Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum, then I suggest you find someone who does know that can fill you in. Plenty of people know about Bitcoin, and there are plenty of sites you can go to learn about Bitcoin all over the world. Okay, so today we'll go down in TBC history. Now, remember this blog was probably set up about 5 months ago. So it's an oldie, not that old, but it's one that needs to be revised because now with the holiday promotion and cookie rewards and grains of gold, right? We're dealing with all those things now. You need to buy or exchange cash for Bitcoin or Litecoin or Ethereum. So this is why everyone needs to really have a cash center. Okay. So 99.9% of the world population have not yet entered the cryptocurrency space, and TBC will lead the way in changing that. TBC by itself is a learning curve for its new members, and as time goes on, most of our new members will enter the world of cryptocurrency, with TBC being their first experience. It has been complicated to bring in new members that have zero experience with cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin, because each cryptocurrency has its own learning curve to pass through. Admin only accepts Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum for payment of a $10 fee. There's no credit card facility neither. Up until now, new members needed to pass through a couple of learning curves in the cryptocurrency space in order to get started with TBC. Today, TBC launches cash centers around the world so that new members will not have to figure out how to get another cryptocurrency in order to participate in TBC. They can just go to a local cash center to make payments in cash, and the cash centers will have the needed cryptocurrency and know how to complete global payments. The cash centers will not be brick and mortar businesses. They are individuals that operate on a peer-to-peer basis in the cryptocurrency world. All transactions will be private, and these cash centers are not acting as public exchanges. TBC is a private member-only group, and we have our own private money called TBC. Our objective is to sign up 1 billion members over the next year or two. These cash centers do not offer their services free of charge. There is a 20% fee to use these cash centers, which the buyers holding cash will pay. This will save the buyers both time and possibly money because it can take a bit of time to go through the learning curve on how to buy Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum, which are all volatile market-based cryptocurrencies, and sudden drops in price are common. It will just be easier for a newbie to go to a cash center and pay in cash to participate within our TBC community. 20% is very reasonable under these circumstances. If a buyer just wants to pay the $10 admin fee, they will need $12 US cash in hand in order to use a cash center. Better yet, if the buyer wants to also complete a purchase of $100 from a TBC seller, long distance from the buyer location, on top of paying the $10 admin fee, the buyer will need $132 US cash in hand to complete the transactions. 20% of $100 is $20, and 20% of $10 is $2. Added to the $10 and $100 in transaction equals $132. The math is straightforward. The buyer is sure that the $110 in transaction is paid in full regardless of the movement and the price of these market-based currencies being used. 20% should be more than enough to cover the fluctuations in price of these market-based coins so that the cash center is profitable. Everybody wins. Important note, payment to admin must take place within 15 minutes of selecting a coin payment option, and this should be done during the meetup with the cash center and not before. After 15 minutes, the coin value has changed too much to accept the amount shown in Kringle Cash back office. So always initiate the process to pay when coins can be delivered online within that 15-minute window. As a member of TBC, if you own at least $10 in any of the aforementioned coins, then we would strongly encourage you to register to have your own cash center and enjoy the profits coming out of it. All things start small and then grow. We want to establish a very large global network of cash centers as fast as we can as a community. The more cash centers, the better. Between the 3 Send Button meetings we now hold weekly, we have about 10,000 viewers per week. Well, that's increased because we now have 5 Send Button meetings. So we have a lot more viewers per week. If all of these viewers open up a cash center, then we'd have a strong global network of cash centers globally right off the bat. That's what I'm hoping will happen. So for goodness sake, don't hesitate to open up a cash center. Our members are recruiting globally, and any one of them could be trying to recruit one of your neighbours. If you open a cash center, you might be the best choice to complete the needed transactions for a 20% profit in cash. You win. Fast forward in time and see the vision here. Imagine no matter where a new member may live, there is a cash center just a few miles away from them. To register to become a cash center, your Send button on your TBC wallet must be turned on, which means you have paid the $10 fee to admin and are in good standing within the TBC community. Go to the Send Button area of your Kringle Cash back office at the bottom of the menu and click Send Button and select Cash Center Registration and fill out the form. So this is what your dashboard looks like about toward the bottom, okay, in your Kringle Cash back office. And you'll see transaction verification, cookie reward, and then Send Button. Now in there you will find Send Button meetings, which is a lot more now than what I've got there. Tomorrow's broadcast for broadcasters, Cash Center Registration. And this is where you click into to register, okay? So it's in your back office, in your dashboard, that's almost the end of your dashboard. Okay, so carefully fill out the form with accurate information, especially the physical address part. We are using a Google's Map app, and when you fill in the addresses, will pop up some known addresses, and you need to select the correct one in order for the map to work properly. Like it says on the form, don't use your home address. That is not safe. Use an address of a coffee shop, McDonald's, places like that where people can just walk in and congregate there. KFC, Burger King, Wendy's, you name it. There's plenty of places, especially in New Zealand. Or some other safe public place to meet near you. The library, that's another good place. If you've got a library, go there. Because they do have computers in there as well that public can use. The address fields will automatically fill in when you do this the right way. Use Find Address to engage the Google Map software that will fill in the address for you. So you put in your Bitcoin wallet address, how much Bitcoin you have, how much Litecoin you have, how much Ethereum you have. Okay, now you can put the same amount all the way through because a lot of exchanges that you have your Bitcoin address through just transfer from Bitcoin to Ethereum to Litecoin at whatever time you need them and in whatever cryptocurrency. Physical address of your cash center. Do not use the home address. Find address. So you start typing the address you want to use and it will pop up in the map. The street number. Get all these details down and where, country, longitude, latitude. I can't remember filling that in. But anyway, it may take you to the map, okay? I'm picking that that's what the map's done. That's why it pops up here. What are the major crossroads and other information that could help someone find the cash center? So you're looking at main roads, main streets, schools, if there's a school opposite, a coffee lounge or a library. You know, those are major places that people can identify when trying to find. Okay. I understand that if I attempt to steal customers away from sponsors, sellers, that my send button could be turned off. Yeah. In short, it's almost like saying, do not poach people. Okay. Admin will investigate any report suggesting that a cash center is attempting to steal customers. So even if the buyer suggests working directly with you, it would mean you are stealing them if you agree to do so with the buyer. In some cases, that applies. In other cases, it doesn't. Because that is the buyer's choice. Okay? The buyer will insist on doing the transaction. The buyer may not want to have a seller. They may want to just deal with the cash center. There is a small box to check before you click the send button, which is this. Okay? Integrity is a must in order to run a cash center. Sellers need to have confidence that the cash centers will not steal their clients from them. We all recruit globally, and cash centers can make this a lot easier for all of us as long as we can count on honesty and integrity within our TVC community. Suggests that they'd rather do business with you directly as a cash center and cut out the seller. You must say no. Otherwise, the seller can easily report your abuse and your send button will be turned off and we will close your cash center. Stupid is as stupid does. Sellers, if this abuse happens to you, click on the help desk in the KCBO and open an abuse ticket and report in detail with screenshots of chat sessions and such to support. We will then reach out to the cash center and get their side of the story, as well as the buyer. Justice will be served. Okay? So this is what a support ticket looks like. And there is a number to each ticket that's submitted. Simply create a ticket below, a ticket will respond promptly to the issue. So, summary, abuse, login, and password. Now, these are the topics. So, if it's regarding abuse, you'll click on that. Okay, and then you'll state what you're inquiring about or what your ticket is about. And so on and so on and so on. And when you're going to others, it says be specific. And I know that support now puts all these different topics onto various teams. There are various teams in the admin that deal with abuse. There's another team that deals with login and password issues. Another lot that deals with maintenance and migration and other. So they're not all the same. This is why you need to click into the right boxes. We had many cash center registrations before we added the Google Map app, and we need all of those members that have already registered cash center to edit their physical address in order to resolve the map. Just click the link that leads back to the form and fix it. You can check on any cash center in our system by clicking on your account in Kringle Cashback Office and select Make Payment with Cash at a Cash Center. Check on yours to make sure the map works properly. Here is an example of how it should look. The map allows you to zoom and go to satellite regions to see this. Okay, so you will put in here the country you're looking at, and if you know the state and province and the city and town, enter that information there and it will pop up where you're looking for. Okay, so it's pretty simple and easy to follow. So pretty good for someone who's looking for the place as well, because they've got this. Okay, and this is how the cash center appears when you're in there looking. Okay, if you own large amounts of BTC or Bitcoin, Litecoin or Ethereum, you're in a strong position to profit from building a network within our cash center network, and that is encouraged. It will be a network within a network, and admin has done the hard part for you. Start with your country and contact all of the registered cash centers and offer to supply them coins to complete transactions. Remember, we are only asking members to have $10 of any coin to open a cash center because we want to build up the network as fast as possible. So, one by one, contact the cash centers started within your country and see if there's a way for them to forward money to you, like with PayPal or a mutual bank you both use. If they can easily send you money, then you can be the cryptocurrency supplier. You should get half of the 20% the cash center collects from the buyers at the fee. That's a 10% profit for both of you. Have an agreement with them in writing to be safe. Once a buyer contacts one of your cash centers in your network and the cash center needs access to your coins, immediately work out the arrangements of how you will get reimbursed for your coins and the 10% fee that belongs to you before the buyer meets with the cash center. Then follow that plan exactly. If a cash center is ever dishonest and doesn't follow the plan laid out, then a chat or email, then report them as abuse as described above in this article. Don't take stupid risks. Start small with each cash center and build up the trust. Most transactions should be $110. And if it is much greater or much larger than that, take the necessary precautions to make sure your money is safe, like getting paid up front before you send the coins. That is a must. If you own large accounts or large amounts of coin, you should open an account with a major exchanger like, well, they talk about Bitstamp. In New Zealand, we have local Bitcoin. We have access to blockchain via Vimba as well, which allows you to quickly move coins into USD or euros to protect yourself from falling prices in these market-based coins. Most of us that have large amount of coins have already figured that out. But these small cash centers don't own enough coin to be concerned about that. A small cash center should be happy with the 10% they get just for being a location close to the buyer because they don't have enough coin to cover the buyer's needs. Suppliers like you are an important part of this plan to spread cash centers quickly all around the world. Just be smart. Abundance for all is a great idea, but as you can see, honesty and integrity in order to transform the whole world into one where we can enjoy this idea. So please go back and read this blog and read it so you understand the processes. If you're planning on opening a cash center and there's no reason why you don't, get in and read all about the cash centers first. Okay? Read all the information that's available. You've got examples in here to follow as to how to fill out the form all the way through. We've got support ticket out here, where to go to. There's your registration form and where it is in your Kringle Cash back office, which is here. So you shouldn't go wrong. Then you have the breakdown of transactions and the 20% that cash centers profit on all transactions. Okay? So, if you have questions regarding cash centers, get on to someone that is operating a cash center. Go into the Kringle Cash back office and find them because they're all there. Okay? You find them like you go into my account, go into my account, click on the Pay by Cash through Cash Center, and it takes you to the world. And so you can, work out from there how to work it. Now, cash centers are beneficial to everyone because you just don't know who from around the world is going to make contact with you because they want to make a fee payment or they may want to buy Kringles. Think about it and think what you can do. Okay? If you don't have enough Bitcoin, work with another cash center to get Bitcoin. It's not hard to do, right? So, with that in mind, that's my broadcast for tonight, and I hope that it's enlightened a lot of you and making you realize that, hey, use the cash flow. So use the cash centers to start making some profit, okay, in your TBC journey. Everything in every little bit. Doing anything over the weekend, get in and register for a cash center. We're needing more cash centers around the world. There's not enough. I mean, 5 people from 5 different countries in the world couldn't find one cash center near to where their hometown was. How good is that? So those 5 people this weekend, their task is to register for a cash center, like it or not. because, hey, their people are not going to get Bitcoin in a hurry. And you need to be there to help them. Okay? It'll be you they look at first to help them. So, you know, get some credibility from your cash center. So, that's me for the evening. But thank you to all the Bangla brothers. Like always, led by their leader, Brother Israel. Bengal Agency, that's the email address. Yes, Israel. Brother Reserve, always hanging in my broadcast. Good to be here. Good to have you here, brother. Homian, Imran, Kamal, Manik, Sabu, and Hadun. Is it Hadun? Little Hadun or something like that? You need to tell me. One day you need to tell me how to pronounce your name. You know, it's not easy, but hey, don't want to upset you by saying the wrong name. So, thank you once again for being here and sharing and caring about what goes on in on our TBC journey. Hey, we're all in the same boat and we're all hopefully going the same way. If we're not, then we need to find out who isn't going the same way and why, okay? Because we need to help them. We need to be there to support them. And I've just added another one, none two. Glad to have you all here, brothers. Well, not, we'll have to have a sisters' night. The brothers far outweigh the sisters. Yeah. Okay, so thank you once again. And I won't see you again until Sunday. So Saturday is my rest day. Okay? So it made me my day that I can catch up on your broadcast too. And we'll see some of you in the morning during your broadcast as well. So, noho ora and hei konei rā. Thank you.